Last week when I made the video scheduled for this week, I didn't change the orientation of the screen. I don't know if you can save it. Once you go live or once you set that scheduled, I think it locks in the orientation. So that's like two streams. So I was late last week. It was a busy day. This week is orientation, so I need to remember that when I set it for next week, which I'll do just after I finish. I'll make sure I've got the orientation right. So let's turn this round. Let's spin around. Aye, well, it should be live now. Right, let's get this here. Right, I need. So, we're building this bad boy. I've got the box here because it's just nice to show you. Show you the box. Just gonna try and get these cables tucked in a little bit. Got Batman sitting his facing away because I've turned the camera around. I'm going to get this box back down here. So that's what we're building. It's the Collector Series, the Ultimate Collector Series, UCS Millennium Falcon. Do you know I may need to get bag 2 out of there. In fact,
I'm not getting it on.
oh, you need to reset. You need to reset.
I don't know how to reset.
It's on mine. No, just I don't know how to work these phones. That's there.
Thank you, Dan.
Right, so
Just so
I might get back. Oh well, hold. Yeah, no,
yeah, no.
no. I'll wait because there's still quite a bit of bag 1 to do. So this is the frame we built last week. So what I'm going to do is I've also got right. This is this t-shirt's an XL. I'm absolutely swimming in it, but this is the Haynes manual. We've actually got the Haynes manual down here. This is huge. This t-shirt. I'm absolutely swimming in it. Right, so I think I might have to. Yeah. So that video has been removed. Just because my orientation was wrong. Going forward, next week, I'm going to get the orientation right. There might be a way. There might be a way of doing it where, I can actually get the orientation correct. But I don't know. I've not been able to do it.
Oh, here's Kate.
Oh, it's Kate there.
I've been wondering when
Kate,
you
we've actually missed you.
Mhm.
We were just asking about you just in fact today, this morning.
Mhm.
Right, so Falcon Friday. Let's go. Let's do this.
I've just been up to college work, Kate. I've just put the computer down just to moderate a wee bit for Darren.
Yeah, so here we go. This is what we built last week. So, do you know what? I was actually semi-thinking about using the instructions. Just because I'm not going to have much room, that's the only thing. Room is going to be an absolute... If I use the book's going to take up this space here. Right, get my little wiggle tool. Right, how are we going to do this? Do we use the book? Do you know what? I'm just quickly going to get the book out just to see what it's like. So this is a remnants of a bag 1 basically. This little sign here, the little home sign, is perfect for keeping bricks on the table. And then I've got my little tray of small parts, Technic bricks and stuff. So there's still quite a lot in bag. That's how I haven't got bag 2 out as we speak. So the box is just down here. What I'm going to quickly do is perhaps just see what it's like with this manual. I've actually I started building the Batman. So here is the behemoth that is the instruction booklet. It is absolutely massive, but that actually I'm not going to lie, that fits in quite nice. Slide that back in. Got the old box here. Right, what I'm going to do is, because the Haynes manuals, the stickers are in the Haynes manual. Yeah, this book is absolutely gargantuan.
Kate's asking, do you think it'll take you to Christmas to finish
Yep.
this build?
I think Kate's a bit. It says now. I think it's between 15 and 25 hours. So let's just average it to 20 hours, maybe 20 hours plus. If I build this like an hour and a half, and again, I'm just going to stick. So we're 10 minutes into 3 o'clock. So I'm going to stick quite rigid to the hour and a half build. So I think we're in step 70. So I think it is going to take roughly that. Yeah. I mean, possibly if it was maybe a chance that, you know, we weren't going to get it for Christmas. I'm not really, to be honest, I'm not really that bothered. If it's sometime round about Christmas. Do I get this light on actually? Right, 72. This is roughly where we got to. I think we got to step 74. Let's see. 71 maybe? Yeah, because we put this part on. It's actually just, it's getting to where we were, because I think we put on, yeah, we created this mem. In fact, it's quite good because you can see the screen there. I actually prefer this because you can kind of see the steps and what's kind of happening, which I actually do like, and I can keep up to date with the chat also. So we put this, we attached this here, we put this on this frame, we put these pins in here. I missed a little step here. I'm going to tell, I'll say a little bit of a lie, but I actually put these brackets on here and pushed these ones in and this one in, because this was very loose, loosey goosey, so that just tightened it up. So I think we did, so I see here, so we're turning it over, I think we've got those ones in, yeah, we've done that step. We've also got these in, so we're on to step 73, I think. So here's 73. Might have done no, have we done 73? No. Do you know what? I actually see. I see trouble ahead. Right, we've got grey blocks. It's funny, I've actually saw little areas that I've missed. So there's a block here actually on this side. So we've got a little Technic piece that's going in here. And then there's another one and another one going this side, because this next step here, there's these little bracket pins here, these little bad boys here, like 2 Technic pins. If I wait to turn these round, you've kind of maybe came round a little smidge, that kind of interlock. So it looks as if we've got, we've actually got 6 of these. Now, it doesn't, right, wait till we see 4. There's 2, right? So we've got ones up here. Right, so I see them, let's get these ones in. This is where sometimes I think the actual paper plans are actually quite good, because I think you can see stuff a little bit better. Right, let's get these clips in. So we're off and running. Falcon Friday has begun. So that one's going in there. There's another one going on up here. Same place. So these are all like supporting clips. Now, there is potentially, we've actually got 2 either side here. There is potentially a lot of modification in future videos for this, because there's a lot of stuff we can do in this. Will I be doing it? I don't know. I'll be looking into it, let's be honest. Oh, okay, it's quite tricky to get this in. I think it's just the angle. So maybe if I set this like this, that's maybe better. Yep, that's super. There we go. That's it. So we're just putting reinforcing pins in these Technic blocks. But it's good to see you, Kate.
It really is good to see.
Yeah.
We were just saying we hadn't seen you.
Do you know what? I've put them. I kind of maybe put them in the wrong way. I do believe it should have been in this side. Now, did I take those out? I'm going to leave them in because I think we're going to be doing the same, just on another step. It should have been this side I was doing. No, in fact, wait a minute, that's upside down, isn't it? So that is that side, yeah. Right, okay, let's put them back in. Right, so we've done those. Now we've got a block which is down here. And the brown one which is there and there. Right, cool, got you. So I'm just trying to get my... I must admit, it can be a little bit tricky, this. So this is going here. I think it's covering... Yeah, it's going like that. So there's a guy did this and he matched in... He said colour matched interior. So he's building like different colours inside, which... Yeah, I don't really buy that. And his Falcon was quite white. It just looked, I don't know, it looked strange. Right, we're going in here by the looks of it. Yeah, I think that's going there. And that's going there. Right, cool. Right, that's all those pieces. 2, 1, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, there's ones up here too. Right. Right. And there's 2 going in here. Again, it's kind of tricky to get these. So I'm going to just try and sort of... It's a weird shape. It's big. That's it. Do you know what is it? Yeah, this is upside down, isn't it? Yeah. Right, that's it. That's that step done. I think I need, do you know what I need to do? I think I may actually have to start putting the bricks out so that I know I'm not missing any. So we've got one of these. 4 of these. I don't usually do this. I usually just pick, but I think this is quite a big area to build. And I think that it's just good to have all the parts that we need here. You know, so actually, there, yeah. And that way I've got, so this is all the parts we're going to need for this build, for this step. And then that way we're not missing anything. Because I have missed a couple little bits and bobs, which, as I say, for a build this size, you're really talking about, and it's a lot, you could be building stuff up here and then coming down here, so it's, yeah. So yeah, we're going to stick an hour and a half build, maybe about half an hour talk, sort of pre-after sort of thing. Right, we've got these parts up here. I might actually just come this way a little smidge. So we're building up here. We've got these parts going roughly by the looks of it. I think they're covering this. Yeah. Yeah, noises for effect. So little reinforcement plates here. We have got, it's quite nice actually, we'll build this part up here, so we've got some reinforcements here. These little white blocks are going in the outside here. Then we've got this, locking that part in, and we've got another one going this side, and then we've got this piece going down here. There we go, done. Rinse and repeat over here. So I don't know, I'm kind of, I haven't really worked it out, but if we do an hour and a half, you know, that's going to encompass so many weeks of this, like parts. And then this part here is going down the middle, so I think we're like a stub up here. Yep, that's it. I'm going to hold it this way to get it, and I don't want to. So there we go. We put some more parts under here, some reinforcing elements. Turn the page. $54. Right, what we got here? So we have got one of these, 8 of those, got another sandy brick, one of those as well. In fact, there should be 2 of those actually. Oh no, hold on. So we're flipping this over. Yeah, there's already 2 bits there, got you. It's down here. We're building between this little part here. So we're going to be building. We've got some little parts in here. We've got 8 of these little kind of jumpery plate type things. We've got 8 of them. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might actually take all of them by the looks of it. Right, that should be all those parts. This tray's coming in handy now. It's really, we kind of need to build it with this, with all these parts. So that's going on top. And then these little jumper plate pieces going in this upper section. So the Falcon is going to take quite a bit of time before it becomes Falcony.
Falcony.
But it is going to take a little bit of time. So there we've got this little piece, and this is going in. So again, we've got these elements where we put this piece in. We had this in the Batmobile. It sits in here, and then we engage these pins. There we go. Kapow, as the Batman world would say. So there we've got that little piece at the end there. We've just installed this. So that's step 75. 76 is only 4 of those reinforcement plates, or pins. So let's get 4 of these out so that we know, again, a kind of new build process for me. But I do like the manual. I think just because it's actually a little bit bigger than my iPad screen, and I think it just, I don't know what it is. So where are these 4 going? We've got, right, it looks as if we're all down this bottom end. Oh jeez, nearly knocked my glass over there. Yeah, we're building down here. 1, 2 in here and 2 the other side. So we've got part there which is going in that middle. It's going there. So I've got my Millennium Falcon Haynes manual t-shirt. I've actually got the Haynes manual just down below. In fact, I might actually dig it out. I think it's under my, I've got a box for my Falcon build. I'm actually thinking of getting a smaller box actually. I've also got my, actually relevant, I've got my Chewbacca pencil case. I've had this a very long time. Had that many years. So here's the Haynes manual for the YT-1300. So, and that's going to be sort of reference material. Right, let's get these pins in, same locations, just the other side. Oh. These are quite nice once they go in, and I think these are just going. Is that the same? Now, do we? Nah. I just checked there because we've got Blue Technic pins, which are holding this. There's a little element here, which may be a room, or a, can we call it room in the Millennium Falcon? Over here it doesn't have it, so I'm just double checking where these pins go. And I'm just checking to see that these don't have pins, and they don't on there, right? That's that little bit done. Let's go over the page, 55. But this book is it's just massive. It's quite impressive. So 56 is the next page number. Oh,
Come.
Sleeping Beauty.
I'm shocking.
You can just about, I'll turn it a wee bit. Right, what we got here?
If not, you can't see me, can you?
Nah, you can see a wee bit. I turned a wee smidge.
Oh yeah, you can just see my wee arm.
Right, eight of these pins. So again, I'm going to get all the parts out that I need, and that way I clear what I need. Because I don't really want to miss anything. So 8 of these. We've got 1 of these. 3 of the.
Quite a lot,
But I've turned it. It's probably the way.
it will be done then.
3 of these. And
What are you up to? What are you building?
4 of these pins. I think, what was the last thing she built? Oh, it was the pump. It was one of the Halloween ones. It was the.
Oh, it was the Halloween ones. I've got 2 wee munchkin pumpkins that you buy. I don't know if you get the wee small pumpkins. So
Right, so we're building all up this front section. So it looks as if we're building up here. So we've got 1, and the orientation's correct, studs up. So we've got 1 part going here. Then we've got 4 pins, so I see they've got 2, and then we've got the other 4, so I can see where they're going. These are quite difficult to get in, these little pins. It's just the angle, you don't really have a lot of room. And usually Technic pins like these, you're probably better getting the bottom part in, and then getting the top part in. But there we go, that's slid in. So we've got 2 there, and then we've got another 2 here. So I think that was the other side that we did. So again, oh, that wee thing's come out there. Got it. So yeah, there's not a lot of room. It's a little bit of a weird angle. There we go. And quite easy. Oh, trying to get this in. That's it. Got it. Right, they're in. Right, what else have we got? Spar going across here by the looks of it. Spar going across here, here, and here. So we've got 3 of these. So we've got 1 at the end here, which is going to cover that. Got 1 going along here. And then we've got another one basically along here, going that side like that. That's nice. Now we get these pins. Where are these pins going? So the pins are all going on this front part. So again, these pins they're basically just sitting in halfway, and then we're going to lock those in at a later date. So yeah, it's quite. I'm not going to lie. These Technic pins, you've got to get one side in, and you've got to kind of massage the other ones. So massager. Maybe better doing it at this angle. Yeah, that's better. So these are only going in halfway. So something's going to go in here, and we're going to lock it in place by pushing these pins and joining it together. So again, let's do the bottom. So this is really like the base of the Falcon. Sugar. And get these in. Yeah, there's not a lot of wiggle room. Right, that's the pins in. So that's that. We've cleared all the pieces. Right, we're now on to step 78. So we've got a little L bracket. Again, this is still bag 1 we're on. Just trying to get all the bits there. That's it. I feel with these instruction manuals you get a paper cut. Paper cuts are nasty.
They're a wee thimble. a wee rubber symbol would be good down.
So we've got blues. Yeah, but I'm not really needing it as much. Right, so that's like that. That's going in there. Whew, that's good. So there we go, starting off with a little bracket with the little pins through it. Then we've got a longer piece going in behind, and that is going to go on like that. We have got grey, so that is attaching on here. There we go, and then we've got some grey. So these are just going straight through. So one at the end, and then we've got another one. 1, 2, 3. So it's the fourth one down. So it'll be that. Do you know what? I'm going to put the Falcon temporarily over on top of the Haynes manual, just there. So we've done that. We've now got grey piece. We've got 2 of these. And 2 Technic. Got a whole tub of Technic pins. Right, so this is basically going on. Yeah, so that's going in there. And that's going there. There we go. So there it in. Then we've got Technic pin. I see where they 2 are going. I wondered where those 2 were going actually. So that's going 1 up, space, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. It's in the 5th hole. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in there. And then these 2 elements are going just in here. So again, these are not going all the way through. They're just push pins. So get them in to where we need them. There we go. Right, over the page. 57, Heinz beans. 58. Right, one big grey. So again, one of these. And then this is just doubling up on the one we've actually put in. So there we go. That's what we've got so far. Right, we've got a little bit of shadow there, which is a bit annoying, but I could maybe put the light like this. No, that's actually better, to be honest. I don't get as much of the shine, so that's going right down the bottom. Then we've got little. I've just realised I haven't done my piece count, but it's easy enough, we know. Right, so these are going basically there and there. So there we go, that's what we've got. Right, step 84, get another little L bracket. Another one of these. Pretty much the same as what we built before. 2 of these pins going in. Then we've got a black. So I think this is going to be fairly similar to the last build. Yep, so we've got another grey piece going on, which is that piece there. So I'm doing great. I've been off a couple of days, so I'm back into work like tomorrow. I say tonight. It kind of theoretically in my little brain, it kind of is, but technically speaking, I'm in tomorrow. So, but I've actually, since last week, I've been waiting to build this. I think it's quite good. I think the hunger is always a good thing. You know, it's always nice to have something that you build that you really do look forward to. Right, so this part again, we're going up here. Much the same as that piece there that we built. I think this is actually going to go on top of that piece. And then these 2 are going in here. It's going in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going in there. Right. A little bit of a different element here. We've got 2 yellow. Big grey. And those little pins, they're almost like a... oh, there they are. Is there 2 of them or just one? One, yep. I was going to say, well, I can only maybe see one there. Right, this part is going in. So we're 1. Oh no, hold on, I need to put that in actually. So that's going in there. I must admit, I do like this. I do like the paper book. There's something about just like the smell of it coming up and just touching it. So 2 stubs there, that's perfect. Now this is going in 1, 2, 3. It's in the 4th hole up from there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's in there, and it should be 3 to the next. Yep. Right, this is now going to attach onto this. So I think we're just. Oh, is there a little bit at the end there? Or is that? Yeah, that's floating. Okay. Just thought I would check. So we've got a little gap here, which is intentional, I believe. But yeah, we're building this up. Now we're on step 90. Right, we've got a few parts here. Let's get them all out. So 6 of these. Six of those, and we are on. What have we got? 4 of the blue ones. Probably a technical name for these ones. I don't know. They're just, I call them blue Technic pins. Right, we've got some. Got 4 of the red. Kenneth, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Morning from Atlanta, Georgia. Oh, Atlanta, Georgia. Watching you, amazing, incredible Lego live stream while waiting for the repair shop to get done with changing my front wheel bearings in my car. Oh, well, there you go. Hopefully we'll be finished soon. But welcome to the stream, buddy. It's nice to see you. All the way from old Georgia. No, Augusta National. I used to watch the golf. I got a Lego replica of the Millennium Falcon UCS for $300 on eBay. It has the same quality and piece kit. Oh, yeah, is that the... Yeah. Do you know what? It's actually, to be honest, it's good. It's good for what it is. Right, we've got 2 bracing joints up here. So what have we got? We've got this here. But yeah, it's just the exact same. I mean, you pay a little bit of premium for Lego, obviously. I'm not going to lie, I'll be honest with you, I really did think about AliExpress for that. I'm not going to lie. I think the problem I have is I'm always a bit of a... I'm one of these people that... Yeah, I'd maybe regret, you know, buying it and maybe going, maybe I should just have saved a little bit, but, you know, it's as good as, you know, it builds up the same. And you know what? If you enjoy building it and you get fun from it, doesn't matter what price it is. Cheers, Kenneth. Yeah, it's do you know, this has been a build that I've really thought about for a long time. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is like a bucket list item for me. As I say, I've been waiting to build this for... Since it came out, I really looked at it and went, do you know what? I want that. I want to build that one day. And I kind of set my heart on it. You know, and it's... Here I am, building it. You have today off on the weekend. Well, I'm working tomorrow, so I'm in like my Saturday morning. You'll be behind me in time, and then I'm off relatively speaking, a week. It kind of isn't a week, but I'm off from tomorrow morning, which is good. Right, so we're just in front of this little doohickey that we put here. So we've got one going there and one going the other side. Oh, I'll get in there. Yeah, Technic pins can be a bit of a pain. It's just if you get it a little bit. I find sometimes getting one of the pins in, like maybe the bottom one. Yeah, there we go. That's us. So there we go. That's what we've got so far. So I subscribe to the. Oh, cheers, man. It's 10:38 your time. I work in automotive assembly line. Oh, that's cool. Mercedes cars and small SUVs. Ah, that's cool. That's quite an interesting job. Yeah, definitely, Kate. As this is getting built, I am kind of thinking there's like almost like a bog standard place it can go. So I've got space to put it. That's the thing. I don't know where exactly it's going to go. It might come in. It might be in the living area in here. It could also be in a shelf kind of thing. I'm getting like a display stand for it. That's for definite. I was thinking of getting it enclosed in a Perspex type of box, but I think that defeats it a little bit. I'm a touchy-feely kind of person. I like to maybe, like access it and utilise it. Well, that's just that's what I feel. That's what I want to do. But yeah, I definitely will show you where I'm putting it. That's all part of the process. Right, 6 of those caps.
Anybody else? Oh, there's a few.
Yeah, there's a few. Kenneth came in.
Hi,
Kenneth for Georgia. So Anya, my partner, she's kind of snoozing. She's been busy. She's kind of moderating, kind of sweet at the same time.
You can.
Yeah. Do you know what? You can do it in the wall, but I think I'm going to just put it on a shelf in some form or fashion. I'm not, because it's quite big. It's quite a big size, so I need to really find out, because the shelves that I've got are maybe not going to fit, so I don't know whether you can put it at an angle. But yeah, I'm thinking of, the good thing now is we have plenty of shelf space, so that's something that we do have, whereas before we didn't. In fact, when we got this, we didn't have shelves. The only reason I'm building it now is because we have, shelf space. So it can basically go a multitude of places. I maybe even thinking of having it where I can move it about potentially. But we haven't really decided. But we will decide at some point, and then we'll show you exactly where it's going. Right, this is going in here. Yeah. So this is fitting in down the bottom here.
Annie wouldn't let it get you. She didn't discuss.
Right, exactly. Yeah, well, that's the thing.
We discuss everything, Kate.
Yeah. So we got to a point with Lego, to be honest, we were running out of room.
Quick.
We needed to find, a way to display, i.e. shelves. Shelving was, we discussed it for a few weeks, and we kind of, we were sort of head banging each other and just saying, right, look, we need to do something, and we need to do something pretty quick, because we really got to that point where we just, we just didn't have the room basically, and we got shelves from IKEA, but Billy bookcases is what they're called. You can get Kallax, which is a little bit deeper, but I think Billy bookcases have got the length. You get the smaller one as well, like a 40cm or 80cm, which is pretty decent for most Lego Lego stuff that you build and buy. So we've actually got some more Billy Bookcase stuff coming. So, but we're at a point now where we can actually start getting organised in this house and getting stuff really nice. And it's quite nice when you can take the camera and take you through the house and go, oh, this is where I put this. So almost at a point, I could get to a point where I finish building whatever I'm building here and take you through and put it on the shelf and show you. So that's quite good.
Plus we've got shelving for bits and pieces for me. And
for other stuff. So, but yeah, we needed it so badly. So badly. Right, these are going in the top here. So these are going in the top of the bracket. And this is going down here. So this is going this side. I think it's, oh sorry, it's this bit here. It's backing up to this, I think. Yeah, I see where it's going. I gotcha. So there we go. So that's what we've got so far. Step 93, which is some more brackets, just a simple part here. We've got this part and two blues. Can't get that one up. There we go. Got it. So yeah, we're putting the long side in. So the long side is going through here. It's going in this side. So it's going at the end.
So
and
Kenneth works on the car.
Yeah, automotive. Pretty cool.
Thanks for coming in, it's lovely.
Yeah, I dare say that this build's going to attract people, which is kind of one of the reasons why I'm doing it every Friday. Right, so we've got that part there. I take it, yeah, we do. The next step 94, we're putting in a part in this little bottom part here. So Kenneth said that he built this replica of the Millennium Falcon UCS. He got it on eBay for $300.
I saw that. That was still quite expensive though too.
Yeah, I mean,
for well, I suppose.
Yeah, that's how I think. As I say, I did think about going that route for this, but yeah, I think it's one of those things. I'm not, like, you know, it's. So we've got this part here. It's good to get something, build it, whether you know it be like official or, you know, whatever. Right, that's going in there.
Except coffee machines, darling.
Oh God. So we've got this little part here. So this is going in here. This is just sorting in this bottom piece. And then I think this is loosey-goosey 40 about it. So I'm going to put that there. Step 95. We have got one of these L brackets and two of these blue. So I think we've got, yeah, so the orientation is this way. Now I'm pushing that through from this side.
Darling, you've only got your shift tomorrow morning.
I know.
And then that's due for a whole week.
Well, that's going inside, right, got you. Yeah, it's a Falcon Friday. Well, actually, I need to look at other Star Wars t-shirts. This one's so big on me. It's massive.
Yeah, but it don't look too bad, darling.
Yeah.
You look comfy in it.
Right.
Telling you I'm laughing, the bloody boots in on me.
Now the instruction manual's huge. I don't know if you've seen Kenneth, and well, Kate's probably seen it. This is the instruction manual. It's absolutely huge.
Oh, it is still, and it's big.
It's big. It's very substantial. Look at the size of it.
I know, and that's another thing that you pay for, all that illustration.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a work
I mean,
of art.
I'm not gonna lie, the smell coming up from it is amazing. Just that book smell, that paper book.
That new,
Oh, so good. So I wonder, over here in Scotland, it's been cloudy the last couple of days. It's starting to get really chilly here in Scotland. we're getting into the
What,
kind of winter here.
Aye, I was going to just say, Ken, you'll be enjoying lovely weather.
So Ken, I was going to say what the weather's like over your neck of the woods, old Georgia.
Right, it'll be warm now.
I don't know what your winter will be like.
Quite Georgia.
South will still be quite nice, I'd imagine.
Aye, I think Georgia gets it's warm all year round.
Yeah.
Kenneth, is Georgia warm all year round? Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
You've got the big Coca-Cola place over there.
Nah.
Nearly was at it, nearly went to Georgia to live. Or near the Coca-Cola factory.
We've got another L bracket. More of these Technic pins. I'm going to put this part just here.
Seems to be a lot of technique bits.
Well, this whole
Is it just because it's a frame?
yeah, this frame is practically all like Technic style bricks. You know, the whole kind of sub-assembly frame is that's what it is, just its entirety.
I've got you on my phone now, so I can.
Yeah, cool. Which
And you've got 6 people in. Thanks, whoever's in.
yeah,
Should
we've
we go
got
to
sort of 7 now. We've got some workers. Well, obviously me, you,
Aye.
so that's 5.
Oh yeah, 7. Thank you, whoever's come in. Really appreciate it. Very humbled.
Yeah, it's good. You know, the Lego group's such a fantastic group.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just great. People build different stuff as well. You know, just because I'm building Star Wars here, it doesn't mean to say that, you know, I mean, says the guy that had very little Star Wars stuff.
See, that was it. So you should never say that. What was the other thing? I don't really do many figures. And then you get a big explosion. And then I'm not too sure, but brickheads now we will love them.
Well, the brickheads are cool though. So this part now we're going to marry up to this chassis
Damn,
part.
we've got 8 now.
Oh, get 8.
Wonderful, thank
So
you.
this is, how's this going on here? Oh, it's going like that. Right, so right, I see where you're going. We're going in like this. No, going down 1. Yep, there we go. So this is just attaching in here, these points here, and then that's going in like that. Then we've kind of a pin here. Did we put this pin in? I don't see it. Just this little part here. I don't think there's a pin in there yet. I'll wait and see in that. Right, anyway. And then what we're going to do is we're going to push these parts in. So these are quite a good, it's a little clip and it just attaches it to this main spar, and that's all fixed in now.
I'm just going to explain to Kate about, we need to see it built to see where it's going to
Yeah.
We're not 100%
No.
yet.
We're really, to be honest, at this point in time, you can measure something, so we know for a fact that when this is built, I think it's like 83 centimetres long. So the problem is the Billy bookcases are 80 centimetres in width. That's taken in like the ends. So the internal of that is like maybe 76 centimetres, I believe. So the problem that I maybe have is I would like to get it like kind of head height, like here, just a perfect kind of zone, and have it in a shelf. But the problem is it's going to have to be at a quirky angle. I don't know if we'll be able to get it in the shelf. But it's a good problem because we've got other ideas that we can display it. So that's not a problem now. But yeah, we need to maybe think, once it starts to build and evolve, we'll be able to see, you know, where it's going to go. Right, we've got more of these pins going in here. So yeah, it's like it's a good problem to have, but we've actually got space to put it. That's the main thing. We've got a lot of options. I don't think I'd attach it to the wall. It's heavy. It's bulky. You can attach it to the wall. Right, page number here 63 to 64. check. You can attach it to the wall, but I would be very, yeah, I'd be very dubious if I'm honest. I think it could be quite dangerous attaching it to the wall, because it's going to be quite heavy. You know, it's quite a bit of weight to it. But yeah, a stand is probably the way I'm going to go. I don't think I'm going to go with the whole case enclosure. I just think it. Maybe it's just me, but I quite like the idea of just, you know, taking it off the stand and displaying it on this table. Just for like, you know, just to have it there at the end and look at it and, you know, play with it as a sound like a wee kid. But you know what I mean, you know. To me, it should be touched. It should be. You should be able to take the circular antenna dish and put the square one on. And, you know, you should be able to sort of chop and change it. That's just me though. Right, so we're building more of these brackets here. So we're going to put, I think, what we put on the other side, just at this part here. We're going to be doing that here. But yeah, that's my sort of. But yeah, I'll cover that. I'll probably cover that quite extensively. I actually did one on hanging pictures because what I noticed was when I searched how to hang Lego pictures, nobody shows you how to put the strips on, where to put them, then how to put it on the wall, and all of that stuff. They just go, yeah, use command strips, and then they do a quick build and stick it to the wall, and that's it. But they don't show you how to put it on. I just like to break it down into absolute, like, just easy chunks. Everybody, do you know what? This pin here is going to locate this little piece here. Yeah, so cool. Yeah, but I just like to break it down so that everybody knows, and you know, it's just nice. It's nice to have that. You know, just to break it down. Oh, do you know what? Ah, right. I've just noticed that should be long ways, so that should be there. So that should be like that, not like this. But yeah, you just break it down and show people, and you know, there's a lot of people that build things, and as I say, it's easy to hang a picture up, but is it really? You know what I mean? Is it easy? I think it's just nice to know. So there we go. We've walked in this little part of the back here. Right, what we've got the grey pieces going up here, just in between those two. But yeah, I broke it down fairly simple. And that one is going in between there. So yeah, cool. So there we go. Really just done the same we did here on the top there. Right, turn it over. Simple little piece here, little brown tile piece. Is it tile or is it plate? It's a plate piece, brown plate. And that is going along here, so we're just basically reinforcing this bottom part here. Now that must be going over a little bit, yeah. There we go. Right, that's step 103 done. Step 104. So looks like we're building a new bracket part. So we're starting off with a black and two of these pins, and we're going in hole 4, both ends. Again, get it halfway. Me. Oh no, you stop singing. Meet me halfway, where I wanna be, and when you need me. Yeah, I know. Then we've got this little reddish brown, so we've got a little gap there, just checking we do have a little gap. Right, we've got another brick, we've got a brown Technic and a black. A little drink of water. Oh, perfect. Still a wee bit of time left. Right. So So that's what that. That little brown Technic piece is going here. Oh, hold on, is that? Ah, right, yep, got you. That's going in there, and then that is then overhang. Yep, cool. We made a wee mistake there. Right, what we got here? 4 of these. 4 of these and 2 of the little brown. So I do believe these go together and then they join together, so we're joining these up. Got a big hair there which is annoying me. Clip them together. Right, this is going, I believe, 1 from there, and yep, that's it. And this little piece here is overlapping now, it's going 1, 2, 3, so it'll be 4 studs hangover. So I think it's like that. Yep. So there's got to be 1, 2, 3, and then there's a bit, that's it. And that's going at the end there. Right, 65 to 60, page 66, I need to get that there. Got a bit of gumption in the old fingers. 66. Right, 108, we have got grey work, grey piece, black piece, brown piece. And then we're just building on top here. So that's matching the bottom with an overhang. Brown piece going over here, black piece over there to the end. That's that little step done. Right, 1 of these hooks, 1, I think it's that, 1 tan piece, and a tile piece which is probably in here. There it is, that little piece there. Right, stud from the end here, and that grey piece is going right to the end, which it is. And a little tile piece at the end here. And then the clip is going to, yep, because there's a Technic pin here, so you couldn't get it in that hole. There we go. That is step 109. 110. Right, a little sub-assembly here. We've got this black, 2 of these. Got a grey piece, 2 of these. I think that's it. Okay, so these 2 are going together. They are then going on top of this. Then we've got these, and we've got a grey piece which is going at the back. So that's what we've got there. And this is sliding in here, so it's going in this part. Well, that's quite a... Right, that must be going in front of that, yep. Because I can't get that in, because that little connector piece. Right, just trying to get this in, got that in there, there we go, that's it. So get that there, that's step 110 done. 111 is 1 of these plates and another connector pin. Connector pin's going at the back here, in the outside. And then this here is covering over this part we've just put on. There we go. There we go. Right, step 112. Again, L bracket and 1 of these. Pretty simple. Inside there. And then it's just locating at the bottom of this. Just locating down there. Now 113, turning it over. It's weird, it says turning over, but it's still located this way. Ah, right, it's not a turnover, it's, yeah, okay. So we're like this. We're now like that, that's it, got you. Right, 4 of these reds. Four of the reds, 8 Technic pins, and that 1 grey. So that's one of these parts. Right, we're gradually getting to the end of this. Couple more blocks. 3, 4, 6, 8. Right, what we got here? So we're putting in. Basically, 4 of these. Trying to get this in. There we go. I must admit, having the manual's quite good. Stuff doesn't roll as much, and it just seems a little bit easier to pick stuff up than a shiny table where a lot of stuff can fly and ping and a whole manner of bad things. Right, there we go. Right. So I think this piece here goes down the bottom, down here. So that locks that little piece here that was kind of loose that we just installed. And then on the front here we have got these kind of rivet plates almost. And these are just reinforcing these parts together. Because obviously there's a lot of, you need a lot of rigidity in this model. Because she is quite a big. So there we go, that's what we've got so far. So this now is going to attach into this. So this is like that. And this part here I believe is going to go, how's this going to go? How's this going to attach? Alright, I see. Yep, so it's going like that. So there's a quite interesting, that little nook is actually going to attach in here. Don't know if you can see that, there's a little brick stud here. So that attaches in there, and then these pins are just going to push through and lock that in place. So that's pretty solid. And that is that step done. So let's maybe move this book over. There we go. 67 to 68. Step 115. By the way, how many pages we've got? There's 400 and probably 455. There's a dish getting put on. 457-ish. Right. So now we're going to be building possibly this side. So we're starting again. We've got this. We've got a tile piece. In fact, just bring this over. What else have we got? A little grey piece, which is probably that, and a little brown, which it's that one. So again, similar. We're kind of building this bit in reverse, so, and then that's extending over. Then again, we've got the black piece going here. And then we've got that little brown Technic piece going there. So we've got that little. And then we're going to have 4 of these. So I'm just going to build these together. So we've got that. Then we've got another 2, but we're going to put them together. And then we've got 2 of these little 1x2s. It's a kind of sand coloured. Roughly. That's going there. That's going 1. And then this one's going down the end, but it's overhanging by, was it 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's us. Do you know, did that skip a step or wait, whoa. Ah, right, no, sorry. I don't know why, I was getting a little bit confused there. I forget that we then build on top of this, so yeah. Right, so that's going there, but that is then going to be overhanging. Yeah, that's it. I don't know why, I just get really confused there. There we go. So we've got that. Right, again, we've got these little tile pieces. So we've got, there's my little tile piece there. We have got a reinforcement part. One of these. We've got one. What am I looking for here? Is it a grey piece? Oh, it's one of them, isn't it? One of those. Right, so little tan pieces going on this end here. This is going here. A little gap, that's going there, correct. And then we've got a little reinforcement going, I think it's in the third hole, just there. There we go. So again, very similar to the last one, it's almost identical. We've got these, we've got two of these. We've got two of these. These will be joining together. We've got the white one. Sorry, white one. We've got this going here, two at the top. So I was going to do some stuff about, I'll probably do that maybe next week. You know, the old Kessel Run and stuff. In fact, I could probably talk about that just now because it's quite important. I think I talked about this in, was it when I built the coffee machine? So the Kessel Run was actually quite important because initially I thought the Kessel Run was, so in the film, I think it covers it in Han Solo, which I'm probably going to watch that film at some point in the next day or two, because it covers a lot of things. So the Kessel Run predominantly was almost like a kind of a merit badge for smugglers, like Han Solo was. So you had to get cargo. There was like a ship, and you did the Kessel Run. You had to get the goods there in the quickest distance or the shortest distance. Because a parsec, I always thought when I grew up, and I watched obviously Star Wars, I thought a parsec was like time, a unit of time, but it's not. It's actually it's a measurement of distance. So basically, when Han Solo says that he did the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs, that just means he did it in that length, that distance was 12 parsecs. Because what you had to do was, you actually had to travel. And that's why I want to watch the film again, because I think now building this and kind of getting back into the Millennium Falcon, it's sort of, that film maybe takes a different shape. Where when I watched it before, you know, I watched it for what it was, but I think I can delve a little bit deeper into the Millennium Falcon. So when he did the Kessel Run, at the end of the Kessel Run, the Falcon was absolutely shot. It was almost destroyed, basically. The panels ripped off, the heat, extreme heat. Because what you do is, when you do the Kessel Run, you've got to basically go quite close to a black hole. So you get a thing called the event horizon, which there's a point in the event horizon where nothing can escape. So once you go by the event horizon, it's basically, that's it. You just get absorbed into the black hole, sucked into the black hole. So the Kessel Run basically was a distance that you would take to get there, but you would basically, the shorter the distance, the closer you went to the black hole. So you would have to be basically quite a gutsy pilot to sort of get as close to that black hole as you could possibly get. And because you did that, you would then cut down the distance it would take you to do the Kessel Run. So when he says I did the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs, he was meaning that it took him that length, that it was that distance travelled, which basically means he went as close to the edge of the event horizon to cut down the time, you know, to get to where he was going. So quite a gutsy pilot, basically, Han Solo, or just plain stupid, one of the two. But that's what the Kessel Run is, and I never really thought, I didn't really know at the time what that was all about, but that is a parsec. It's a measurement of distance, not time, is what I thought back in the day, back in my youth. But yeah, so that's the Kessel Run. Quite interesting, actually. There we go. So that's that part done. So this is now going to attach onto this part. So again, we're attaching it to this little part. Just goes in here, and then you just simply pop these pins in. So there we go. They just slide in, and that attaches into this. And that's probably going to, I think this is going to be the front of the ship, potentially. I think that's where the mandibles come from here. So we start getting, in fact, we're actually, just speak of the devil. So you can see here, we're going to be attaching this part to this. So this is quite, I'm going to take a drink for this. This is quite significant. And you're sleeping. Shh. Right, so this is going in here. So it looks as if this is going to slide in here. It's going to be a tight fit. That's what she said. There we go. Just trying to get it in. Just trying to align it. There we go. Right, that's it in. So we're attaching here. There's a little stub part that comes out. So basically what we're going to do now is, we're going to push those pins in. We're basically pushing these top ones in. There and there. And then here we've got basically 8 pins, four either side, and that is locking in that. So there we go. So this is probably getting a rough scale at just how big this is going to be. That there is probably the width. That's the docking ports. So that's like the spine. So the cockpit's going to be here. The mandibles are going to be here. The sub-white engines are going to be roughly here, and then this is the docking port with the ramp access either side here. So you now get to see roughly the size of this thing. She's going to be big. Right, stick that there. So that's that step done. I'm just looking, we've just put them together. I imagine we're going to be attaching stuff, yeah. So we're going to flip this over, and we're going to be attaching a little reinforcements. So we've got a L bracket here. So let's get these L brackets done. So we're actually getting close to, can I get near bag 2? Right, that's going like that. So that's going in there. So that's like that. See, I would say, yeah, it is. So that's attaching up here. So it's going in there, and then I think we're basically pin there, it's locking that in. It's the same this other side. So again, putting that bracket in there. So that's going like that. So again, we're attaching that there. And again, pin in there. Just want to see if we need a pin. Yeah, I have to do that pin there and there. So there we go. That's a lot of pins getting put in. It's funny, I'm just looking here. Yeah, there's 2 pins. There's 2 pins this side. They're obviously meant for something. There's no pins on this side. I'm just double checking that. Right, so we've got some plates to put on. So we've got 2 of these tan plates. No, 1 tan plate. Yep, let's see where it's going. It's going this side. So it's going in there. Again, get that locked down. That's in there. We have got 3 of these pieces here. So again, 1, 2, 3. So we're basically going to be putting these on there. There. I think we're going here. Yep. Going there. And another one will be this side here. Yes. So there we go. That's that. I think that's it. Yep. Right. Let's see what we've got here. Right. Put that there just now. Right, we've got some more parts here. 2 of these. The last 2 of these mega long bricks. Then we've got some of these tan pieces. So I think we've got 6 of these in total. And then we get 2 of these white parts. Right. And then we've got 4 of these. Right. So what we got? So we're putting on top of these. Yep, because they fit perfect. So we're almost getting to the end of bag 1. Let's see what time we're at. Yeah, we've got about 20 minutes left. Right, so they're going there. Let's get this up here. Right, these parts are going here. So I think we're going on the, yeah. We're basically putting them there. There we go. Get that in. There we go. Give it a little slap. Right, so this is she's getting quite big. Right, put that there. Right, we've got little parts we need to put in here, so I'm trying to kickaboo style through this manual. So we're building this. Right, let's see how it's got it. Right, so that is then going in. Do you know, I'm trying to see exactly where this goes. Oh, right, I see. Yeah, I've got it. It's going like that. That's it. Right, so that's going like that. And then basically we've got another piece, a tan piece going there. And then this other piece is going just up here. So we've just built that little part there. We're just going to rinse and repeat that over here. So I'm just going to get this the same way roughly. Yep, that's going like that. There, that's going in there. And then this part is going up here. Right, that's all the parts down there. Gosh, he's looking big, man. So many little technic elements. Right, turn over. 127, 128. Right, we've got 4 of these. We have got, what we got, these 4 of these, which is correct. Then we've got 8 of these pins, which I think will be probably the remainder of these pins.
Still don't watch.
2, 4, 6, where?
Still not going any more chat.
Ah, just, there's
People are
6
just
people.
perusing.
Yeah, they're just, it's one of those builds.
Enjoying the build, yeah.
2, 4, 6. Right, that's it. That's all those parts. Oh, it's your vape. I just seen smoke there. I panic sometimes when I see smoke. It's vape smoke. Anya's just done something 1 parsec. Right, I think that's... Right, so we're building, what are we building here? Times 4, so we're building 4 of these. Pin at the bottom, in fact we'll just put the pins in the bottom. Hi Venom, 76, welcome back.
Aye.
So, as you can probably see, this is Falcon Friday, 3 p.m. every Friday. I'm going to be building the Millennium UCS Lego Falcon. Every GMT time, 3 p.m. and the build time is 1 hour and 30 minutes. I'm going to be building for. So I think we've got another 16 minutes left, which is probably just going to do this bag. That'll be bag 1 done. Bag 1 was a big bag though, but it's built this entire section.
You've still not gone on to bag 2 yet?
Nope.
Oh jeez.
But I mean, this is going to build what looks like the subframe. I'll show you at the beginning. I'll show you at the beginning like the steps. Like every bag does a certain bit. And you can see the Falcon develop as we go on. Right. So these parts here, built them, got those. Let's see where these are going. There's the size of it, Anya.
Oh jeez. I'm thinking you're still not off bag 1 yet.
No, but there's a lot. So these brackets look as if they're going in between these braces. And the black pin is going down with stubs up. So we're going in here. Oh, that's quite nice. That's going to lock in that entire section. Oh, jeez, I've just... Yeah, okay. There's bombs away. It's just getting these pins in are always a little bit tricky. Oh, but that's going to be really solid once it goes in. Oh, baby. Oh. So that locks in this brick that's just basically fell off. So case in point, once we put these bad boys in, it is absolutely going to be solid. There we go. And then repeat that at the back. So roughly the same. Oh, that's that little piece at the front there. I think that's the angle for one of the parts at the back or the front of the mandible. Yeah, so I saw somebody that built the Falcon with the escape pod, which was in Han Solo. I'm building the Falcon. I'm not building that. I'm building what I remember. Right, so these parts, so we're going on top here. Yep, so we're basically putting these little 4 elements. I imagine we're going to put a brick on top of this to lock this in. A little tan 3. So these are going on these tops there. There we go. There we go. That's it. Right, that's that step done. So we've got a tan plate. We have got. Wait till I need to move this out. It's getting so big. It's getting in the way. Right, 4 of these.
I need to look at a table for you, darling.
No, this is fine. 4 of them. 6 of these. 3. 6. And what else have we got? I think 4 tan pieces there. Right. Oh, we've got 2 of these tan pieces. I think that might be because what we've got there, we've got some spares. Oh, get this part. Right, we'll wait. Do you know what? I'm sorry. I'm going to have another look at the page. Yeah, so we've got a little part here. Funny enough, I don't see that big grey brick. That's worrying. It's not worrying me. Oh, do you know what? I see what it is. Sit down, get your pint, pull up. Everything's under control here. It's worrying me you've got a bit like that spare, but shut up. Sit down. This goes in here. Right. Probably missed that. Yep, so that part's in there. Oh, jeez. Right. Do Do you know? I'm right. I know. I know where these parts are going. They're going over here. So covering these little elements there, and then I see that these little tiles are going just here. So one there, one there. Now I see another tan tile piece down here. Yep. And then these tan tiles, one's going there, another one's going here. Oh, is that right? There's a gap. Okay, there's a gap there. There's a gap. There's a gap. Right. So I think looking at this, I think we're gonna have the same. I'm actually poking through the actual chassis here to see the build plan. Right, these go here because that's obvious. It's the same all the way through. Right, they go there. Two of these tan tiles go here. Oh, if you're the right part, your handy pandies. Right, another tan piece which is going just down here. This one fits perfect. This one's got a little gap, and the gap is here, so right, that's that little bit done. Now we're going to look for these other parts. So I've got, right, I see. Right, so we've basically got the tan pieces are going roughly here, so they're walking in this centre structure, which is nice. And then these parts, yep, they're going up here, covering that. Nice. There we go. There we go. Oh, right, stick that there because I think that possibly that could be that. 129.75 to 76. So the very last step in bag one, and that's bag one complete. I'm gonna look at the time. Yeah, we're 32 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish this off, and then that will be because I just see Roman Bricks is live, so
I'm gonna jump in to see him.
we can all jump over to I was gonna say Roman Lego. I think he changed because he can't take a Lego. Naughty boy. But he's just went live, so that's quite a good. I'm gonna maybe waffle for a couple of minutes, as you do. Right, so we've got some spares left. Do you know what? I actually see. Yeah, in fact, there is one of those. Yeah, those are spares, which are the usual affairs. So here we go. So that's basically bag one. So that's two parts. That's like the guts of 3 hours. 3 hours for bag one. There's another 17 bags.
Jesus.
Right, so we're building. Well, we've got bits all over. So hold on, get that out of the way. Get that out of the way. Get it out of the way. Right, so we have got these little bits here.
It's a good job I'm not up trying to help you because there's just no way.
Well, you're gonna. It's parts you're maybe gonna build a wee bit just so you've got an input.
I think.
Right, we've got a reinforcing block in here, so I'm gonna flip it up because we're in here. So I think we're in this part here. Yeah, I think we're actually we're just there actually. So reinforcing pin in there. Got another reinforcing pin on the other side. I think we've got similar. We've got a little brick point going just there, just where that bit ends. That other reinforcing block is in here. Don't know why that noise is not working. It's not getting in the hole. That's it. There we go. That's in. Right. 2 bits left, and that's us. Woo! Right, we are over this side, so we've got a part going middle. I'm going to turn this round this way because I want to get the orientation right. And then this brick part, this tile piece is going there. And that, folks, is the Millennium Falcon. We have got 2 spare Technic pieces. And we have got a little gripper and a little Technic fawn and a little Technic bow stub. Oh, that just fell out. That bounced and then went out. So there we go, folks. That is going to conclude bag 1 of the Millennium Falcon. In fact, probably, you might not even see all of it. That's how big it is. So there we go. That's basically, that's quite a good indication of the size. Aft and forward, it's probably going to be a little bit more. And probably a little bit, maybe this side, maybe just a little docking port type things on this end. But that's quite impressive. So we still have these little studs here sitting out, these little pins. So there's something going to attach here on this part. That to me would be the aft side. So the cockpit's going to be here on this part. To put that down there, and I'm basically just going to show you. I'm going to go to the front. So we obviously were on bag 2. So if you look at the plans, so you can see here, basically bag 1 does this. You should be able to see this. And maybe if I get that a little bit less glare. So bag 1 is built just what we've got here. Bag 2, basically looking at it, it looks as if we do landing legs. It's hard to see. There's a little bit construction here. Top and bottom looks as if it's going to be the little part that goes down between the mandibles, just here and here. And it looks as if there's some, it's hard to really see, but definitely landing legs. Bag 3, again, we're working on the front, bottom part of the hull. And then 4 does this back end lower. Then 5, we've got the sub white engines. There may be some modifications to this, but I might build it as is and then maybe go in later, but I don't know, because I can look ahead to this. Bag 6, you can see here we're doing the mandible elements, so you can actually see how far they extend forward. It's actually quite a bit, and you can see the back end here. It's pretty much where that stub is at the back is where the sub white engine's going to go. And then we're over here, you can see bag 7, you know, more work getting done around the edge. Again, same in here, some interior stuff. Oh, it's just so much. Front mandibles getting finished there, with the top skin. More of the docking port elements here. Back end of the actual fans for the sub white engines here. Again, it looks as if we're building maybe internal stuff. Some of the front structure, more of the front structure down the side where the antenna dish is. Cockpit's getting installed in bag 16, 17. Basically, it looks as if we've got a lot more stuff, greeblies and stuff going on. And that's it. And we've got the Minarch that chews all the cables. So as you can probably see, it's quite a lot of bags. I mean, there's a lot to go through before we even really get to anything that looks like the shape of the Falcon. But yeah, that's bag 1 done, and that is us. We can maybe even go through some of this artwork's brilliant. I mean, I'll maybe go through some of the first part of this. So there is some things that you can do. I mean, a lot of people have added stuff to this. So this basic build, the interior, I think there's 2 elements of the interior build. You can actually do more. It looks like start of an old-fashioned plane from the olden days. That's me just reading Kate's message there. Don't know how. I don't know when you. Yeah, it does. You know, because when you think about it, it's basically that's how stuff was constructed. It was like a basic frame, and then you'd build round about it. You'd build the skin, the fuselage, and all that stuff, and wings. Hmm. Just finished my water there. God, I needed that. But let's look at let's just have a little look at the plans here. So there's the actual, as I say, that's Cloud City. That's actually quite a beautiful print. You can see there we've got actually an artist number. Looks like a Japanese guy that's done this. So that's the Millennium Falcon in Cloud City, which I think is where, what's his name? Lando Calrissian. That was his place. So he made if you watch the original Star Wars, he actually made a deal. So he kind of semi-betrayed, but then he was saving his city. So the Imperials came, Darth Vader and co, and they basically enticed, because they knew Han Solo was going to go to Lando Calrissian because he's had a past. The Millennium Falcon did belong to Lando, and he basically, the place he had to go when they escaped the Imperials, he knew where to go, Cloud City, his friend Lando. But unfortunately, Lando was kind of forced. His hands were tied. They had to make a deal with Vader, and the deal was that basically Boba Fett would get Han Solo, put him in carbonite, but he ended up taking more. Lando thought that we'd give up Han Solo, he would then take the Falcon and Princess Leia and the droids and all that, and that would be it. But Vader, he changed the plans and basically changed it all. But yeah, that's what Han Solo lost the Millennium Falcon for a short period of time. But that's a beautiful painting, artist work. And then there's some concepts. There's the cockpit here, and that's like an actual Lucasfilm model they've done. And here's some concept drawings here of the actual, and that's like a bit from one of the films of the Millennium Falcon. It's quite a kind of early drawing. You can see there it's got the Lando Calrissian dish on it, which is the aerodynamic dish, which sits flat. Oh, she's watching. But you can see the cockpit's quite rigid. It's quite sharp. And there's some more. So this is the technical specs here. So maximum speed. So it's got like a speed in atmosphere. I think Lando Calrissian's speed was a lot faster, 750 miles per hour, where Han Solo's was slightly less. I think it was 650 or 700. I think it might have been. But you've got all this stuff here. And then again, another concept drawing here, or an artist drawing of the hull and all the kind of systems, the pipes. And there's the actual model. It's on a rod at the back so they could turn it for some of the shots. And again, that's like I don't know if that's like an artist drawing. That's him going through the asteroid field. We'll probably actually read some of this. Something we'll go back to. There we go. So there again, some more like from a drawing to a sort of rendered image. And there's an actual detailed cockpit. So there's a pencil for scale. There's the small Falcon. That was the one that was probably, well, that's quite a big Falcon you see on the back of an Imperial Star Destroyer. You can see there's a guy there for scale. So that there's at 5 foot, 6 foot. So that must be at least, that's a good 4 foot model sitting there. And I think that's like a map painting. I don't know what Anya's watching. She's watching something.
I'm watching.
Is it Roman Lego?
Roman bricks.
Roman bricks. Sorry.
Another fun, will you, just to say that?
Yeah. But And there we go. This is all the Millennium Falcons through the age, which is quite good. I'm just about to come off anyway. I'm just kind of going through some of the plans here. Some of the artwork's just phenomenal.
Oh, well, that boots the artwork.
And then there's that's like the Death Star. So that's the hangar. You can see there they've got almost like a quarter chunk of the Millennium Falcon. This is all like built out of wood and stuff. It's absolutely amazing how they did it. You know, back in the day, you didn't have digital. It was all had to be processed, sets built. You know, it's the artist work in this was just phenomenal, absolutely unbelievable. You kind of miss that now in like digital age. And then again, there's Lando Calrissian, there's Han Solo and Princess Leia, C-3PO. That's when he landed at Cloud City. There's probably a name for this place. I cannot think what it is. I think it was a mining city, but they lived in the clouds because I think it was quite like that. The atmosphere was quite kind of weird. But yeah, and there's a graphic designer, and then there's the shot there of the Falcon taking out the Death Star. That's Death Star 2. The first one was exploded, and then they built it again. They're half through construction, and obviously that's it, destroying the centre core. There's an X-Wing at the back and the Millennium Falcon, and that's where the Millennium Falcon actually loses its dish. So Lando Calrissian, and there was, I can't remember the name of the little guy they had, sort of red jumpsuit, blue kind of vest. Was it Nibu or so? It's a kind of weird name. But they were flying out and they actually whacked the dish off. And that's the dish there actually. So, and then that's the build, and that's where we are. So you see, bag 4 we do get, it looks like Han Solo and Princess Leia. Oh, bag 3 we get Chewie, C-3PO, and some of the, I don't know whether that's droids. Or is it, oh no, it's the little Pogu, oh I can't remember. Those little things you get 2 of them. Obviously that's a new film. We get another figure in bag 12. I think that's we get BB-8 by the looks of it, and the guy that was in it, oh, I can't think his name now. You get Ray. In fact, where is Ray? Did we get Ray? We do get Ray. Where's Ray? Maybe they're additional bags. I don't know. I'm trying to think of his name now. For the life of me, I can't remember. I don't know where we get Ray, but Ray is there. Maybe they're just not highlighted it. But anyway, folks, that is going to conclude. So that's us done. This. Look at the size of that. That's the thickness we've got. It's a doorstop. It's a wedge. She is. It's a very weighty book, but do you know what? I actually really enjoyed building using this. So I'm just going to continue with that. But anyway, folks, I'm going to end the stream here. We'll bring in what we've built so far. There we go. So that's what we built. So we can now assess that this is the very back of the ship. The sub-white engines are going to be here. This is the front of the ship. This is going to be the portion between the 2 mandibles. And then we're going to have some inner details. There's 2 parts, but you can additionally build extra compartments if you so desire. It's possible to do it. I don't know how easy it is to do it once you build it or whatever, but that's something we can do at later dates, which is quite good about this. You can modify it. But anyway, wait till I get this book as well. I just want to make sure my stickers are there. I'm not saying the stickers are going to be gone, but so this is my Haynes manual. It goes with the t-shirt, but I think this is the updated Karelian transporter. So this is the modified Karelian freighter. Yep, stickers are there. There's my stickers. I don't know whether to put the... No, I'll leave that to the last. That's going to be the last part. That's the It's a pity that wasn't a printed piece, but we're going back like what 8 years or so since this was made. 4, 5, 6, 7, about 8 years, 9 years since this kit was released. So it was stickers. So that's going to just stick in there because it keeps them nice and safe, keeps them flat as well. Anyway, cheers, Kate. It's good to see you.
Yeah.
Kate says, have a good day and night, Darren and Anya, and everyone. Love from me to you. Cheers, Kate. That
Thanks,
means a lot.
Kate. We're glad you come in. We're happy that you're okay.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this box for when I get bag 2. I'm going to bring you into the old front camera so I can see. There we go. And that means I can get semi-ready just to end the stream. So yeah, next week, I mean, I'm on holiday. I could have said I could have broke, but no, Falcon Friday will stay Falcon Friday, because do you know what? I think it's good to do a build and have that hunger and desire to build it. I think that's good. Whereas you build something every other day, you know, it's kind of just, you're getting to a means to an end, where it's nice to come quite fresh and just take it as it is, because it's going to be a big build, and it's going to take a lot of time. I mean, this was 3 hours to build this here. So that is the skeletal work of the Millennium Falcon and its form. So yeah. But anyway, folks, I'm going to get the old pre-finger of death. I'm going to get my end screen up, and once again, thanks to everybody who came in. I'll just give a wee rundown. Kenneth was in from Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. So it's good to see him. Kate was in. Venom 76 popped in. Who else? I think that's it, actually. So again, thanks for coming in, folks. It means so much. And hopefully we can build up a little bit here. A little bit of a moment. As I say, I'm going to actually watch the Han Solo film, because that does the Kessel Run. Because when I watched it, I still really didn't know what the Kessel Run was. Now that I know that it's the distance, you can then see how he got close to the black hole to cut the distance, basically. So I'm going to watch that again, because we watched Rogue One as well, which was a really good film. So Anya's kind of doing a bit of studying on Star Wars. But no, Han Solo's good. I think I'll watch Han Solo. But no, it's been a pleasure. And I really look forward to next week. Again, just having that one day that we come and we basically just hang out together and build this monstrosity. But it's going to turn into a really impressive model, and you know, it's a long journey, and it's going to be a great journey. And it's just good to do it all on screen, all the issues, not the problems, but you know what I mean. Yeah, it's going to be good. But anyway, folks, I'm going to head off because I need another drink of water, because I've been talking a lot. You can see my roses there, beautiful roses. Anyway, folks, so it's a goodbye from me.
And it's a goodbye from me.
If you you can stick your hand up and wave. Like, just buy the mic. This year's what there's the.
Off with the hand of friendship.
So that's Anya. She's been resting there, doing a little bit of study, doing a little bit of chilling a bit as well, because it's been quite a hectic few days. But anyway, folks, I will see you next week. I'll see you through the week. We'll be streaming, because I'm off anyway, but I'll be doing other stuff. Probably finishing off the Batmobile. And we'll be doing other stuff as well. Me and Anya will be building stuff together. But we'll plan. Billy bookcases are on the way. More of Billy bookcases. But yeah, folks, there's Anya's hand in this. Right, anyway, catch you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Cheers.
Bye.